I've just sold one of the most talky motorcycles in the world for this Royal Enfield Bullet 500, and in this video I'm going to explain to you why.
And we're going to talk to you about why we've both got Royal Enfield motorcycles. So we're going to take a ride into the countryside to a beautiful village with an incredible cafe that we've recently found to discuss those points. Unbearably almost. It feels hotter than India did.
Oh, it really does. No, we just come to this little place. It's a lovely place actually, but it's so hot here and there's no tables in the shade that we're just literally going to have a coffee on this log. The reason I bought my bike and got rid of a very talky, monstrous BMW R18 was one that I was hardly ever riding it. I say for the local roads, we ride in places like this most of the time. And like I said in the previous video, if I need to go on a long journey, I can get a press bike I can get a 650 Royal Enfield or a Harley Davidson or whatever I want. So this is my personal bike for pottering around the country lanes, and it's got so much character. It really does feel great. And with this exhaust that it's got on, it's got a lovely sound. It sounds a lot louder on the camera I have on board than it does in real life.
It does sound pretty loud though.
Does it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty loud.
It's not obnoxiously loud.
No, it's not.
My God,
it's louder than the Bear with my exhaust. It's a different noise.
Yeah.
It looks lovely, doesn't it? What
genuinely, people looking at it like it's a 1960s bike, genuinely.
I mean, it does look like one.
It pretty much is.
You could walk up to someone who doesn't know motorcycles and say, oh yeah, it's from 1960, and they would not question it.
100% believe it. So that's basically it. It's the character, the charm, the look, the style, and it's a Royal Enfield, and we love Royal Enfields. And I don't care what, sometimes we get someone says, oh, you know, Royal Enfield pay us. Well, they don't pay us, but we love their bike. So if we love something, we're going to tell you that we love it, and that's helpful to you. If we don't love it, if you don't see certain bikes on the channel, that's because we don't love them.
Yes, because we don't like them.
So we show the bikes that we do love. Now, we want to be quick because we're going to burn to a frazzle, and as usual, there's thousands of people decided to leave as soon as we start filming.
Yeah.
So it adds to the time we're going to be
burnt,
exposed to the sun. Yeah, I mean, basically, it's just all about the charm, the character, and it's quite a rare model. It's a special edition trials version, so there's not many in the country or the world. So as soon as I saw it advertised, I thought, I've got to have it. And at the same time, there was another one for sale, more the army-looking one. And between the two, I was going to decide, but when I got there, that one had sold, so that was it. So I thought, well, no, I'm going to buy it.
I've never seen one on the road.
No, I haven't. But I don't regret my decision at all. As soon as I got on it today, and I literally haven't ridden it since I picked it up, so it's been about a week, I thought, oh, yeah, I made the right decision. It's fabulous. It really is absolutely fabulous. I love it, every bit of it.
I've not ridden this exact model, the trials, but we had a sort of army-coloured Bullet 500 recently from the Classic Competition Company, and as soon as I got on that, I could not stop smiling. It really did just... Like, no other bike has made me feel like that. I mean, a couple, including the one that I've just bought. But other than that, it's just like, there's just so much character, and the noise and the feel of it. It just left me grinning for hours.
And that's what we like about bikes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Speed doesn't come into it. That's obviously faster. So if you wanted to do some miles, if you wanted to ride from here to London, that's about 2 hours away, it would be fine. You do it on mine, but it would be a struggle on the motorway. It's not so fast. So the 650 is the one to go for if you're going for longer journeys, crunching the miles, but also equally it's brilliant around these little country lanes. So that's the most versatile of all the bikes, isn't it? Mine is more specialist, if you like. It's definitely a back road bike, but I'm a back road kind of boy. I like those sort of rides. So for me, it's absolutely perfect. And apparently you're supposed to name your Royal Enfield Bullet if you get one.
Are you?
Yeah, you're supposed to name it. So mine is going to be called Willie.
Willie.
Yeah, after a good friend of mine, who I've never met, called Willie, who's got a motorcycle channel called Two Wheeled Willie. So tribute to Willie. This is Willie now, Willie. Let us know if you think that's a good idea. What are you going to call yours?
We're sat here on this log. We've just come through this beautiful old village. Stunning. I think it might be owned by an estate because every house has got this sort of blue house name, like Honeysuckle Cottage. And they've all got the same sort of logo on them, so it must be owned by an estate and sold off. But on the side of this coffee shop, which is called Pick's Barn, there's this absolutely stunning panoramic view. It's just beautiful, stunning valley. I don't know what that house is up there. It's quite nice looking. It looks massive. Wow. But what a view! That really is stunning. Yeah, that's one of the best views.
This is a lovely village. Yeah, this is a quintessential English country village.
And this is why I bought this motorcycle, because it's the perfect bike for these back lanes in the countryside. It's got plenty of power, but not too much. So it's just the right amount in my eyes, and it's just great fun for these roads, and it's the perfect bike for it. Even more so than bikes I've had in the past. I think because this has got some slight off-road capability as well. You know, around here sometimes part of a road turns into what looks like a farm track. And you think, well, that on sat-nav says it's a road, but this will just go over it, no problem at all. Whereas a normal bike with normal tyres, these are slightly off-road bias, but they're road tyres really, but they're a little bit better than your standard road tyres.
Yeah, as I eat my cappuccino, froth. I can't say froth. Is it froth?
You literally
froth?
look like you've got problems. You've got it all over your
I
face.
do have problems.
It's like you've had a nosebleed or something. It's all in your...
There's a flipping train down there ruining the view.
Yeah, this must be the route. It goes from Stanford.
Oh, it's so hot. We're going to have to move on to... So there's a little church up there, and we're going to just sit in the shade and talk a little bit more about the motorcycles and something we've got planned for the channel, which you'll love.
What's that?
I'll tell him in a minute.
There's another beautiful house there.
Yeah, I know, it's just stunning.
Massive.
So we'll see you on the next video where we will be... What will we be doing?
I don't know, but it'll be good. So
No,
see you
watch it.
then.
Bye.